Coming up on this edition of Southwest TV News. A capacity crowd filled the Sky Center in Swift Current for the 3rd Annual Gala of Hope. An evening of fundraising for the Swift Current United Way, which included silent and live auctions and other charitable donations throughout the night. More organizations are seeing the value in joining forces with the Safe Places initiative. Over the past several months, numerous businesses in surrounding communities have registered and become safety certified to work with youth. The latest group to come on board is SaskAbilities and the staff of Swift Transit, who are recognized at City Council. The Swift Current Museum is continuing its efforts to honor Swift Current and area veterans through a banner program. Last year, the museum unveiled 7 banners sponsored by veterans' families and other local agencies. Thanks for joining us here today. The Annual Gala of Hope was another success here in Swift Current, helping out local nonprofit groups. A capacity crowd filled the Sky Center in Swift Current for the 3rd Annual Gala of Hope. An evening of fundraising for the Swift Current United Way, which included silent and live auctions and other charitable donations throughout the night. A showcase event, which is the major fundraiser of the year for the United Way, while focusing on social issues.
So we chose mental health last year and premiered Matt's story, and this year we did domestic violence. We just felt like that was a topic, considering that Saskatchewan is the highest in across Canada, and so we were able to do Angie's story. And as far as, I guess, the changes, it was we really wanted to tie everything into that social issue. So from the decor to the theme of the night with the awareness ribbons, we just wanted to really bring home why we're raising money, why people are coming here tonight. It's a nice night out, but it's also for great causes.
The evening also shone the spotlight on the various member agencies who benefit from the United Way support for their continued outreach work in the community.
Without their funding, there's some things that we wouldn't be able to do within our organization. We need to raise a fairly large sum each year just to operate over and above our core funding. So truly appreciate the United Way and what they do for us.
We depend on the United Way for our meal program specifically, and right now in Swift Current we probably, we get around 350 contacts a week with youth, and a week we probably average 65 Wednesdays and Thursdays with the kids, and getting that extra boost from United Way and providing us with that grant to be able to offer those meals for the kids is huge.
And once the final numbers were tallied, $75,000 was raised through the 3rd Annual Gala of Hope, supporting the Swift Current United Way and its member agencies. SaskAbilities and the team at Swift Transit are the latest to come on board with Safe Places. We have more in this report. More organizations are seeing the value in joining forces with the Safe Places initiative. Over the past several months, numerous businesses in surrounding communities have registered and become safety certified to work with youth. The latest group to come on board is SaskAbilities and the staff of Swift Transit, who are recognized at City Council.
More than half of the 70 staff are Safe Places Youth Certified. So we go through regular and ongoing training for our staff as a team. All 70 staff know about abuse prevention and that dynamic. So when Safe Places Youth Certified came along, it was a great opportunity for us to even strengthen more so our commitment to the community and to vulnerable people. And so it was a perfect opportunity again to recognize the team, the transit team tonight. Transit provides services to people of all ages, some of that have other vulnerabilities, and it was a great way to say we're on board, we want a welcoming and safe community.
Pleasing news for the city of Swift Current as the momentum continues to build for this worthy program.
It's reassuring for myself in this role to see businesses and entities and charities and individuals, of course, but when you see these larger groups that are encouraging their teammates to do it, it means a lot, and I'm really excited for the future for our Safe Places programming.
Certification for the Safe Places program includes an online course and an RCMP security check. More information on the Safe Places program is available from City Hall or online. For over 12 years, Southwest TV News has provided the visuals for the defining moments in our community. Support your community and help us to continue our work. Support our sponsors by watching the ads on YouTube and by clicking the ads on our website. Pennies per click, which will help us continue to bring you the award-winning news coverage you've come to expect from Southwest TV News. As Remembrance Day approaches, we once again profile the ongoing banner program through the Swift Current Museum. The Swift Current Museum is continuing its efforts to honor Swift Current and area veterans through a banner program. Last year, the museum unveiled 7 banners sponsored by veterans' families and other local agencies. And now in 2017, 9 additional banners have been added to the collection. Family and friends of the honored veterans were at the museum for the unveiling ceremony. Gordon Hartley was a communications officer with the Royal Canadian Corps Signals during World War II and had a banner in his honor unveiled last year. And now he and his family have sponsored 2 more banners, honoring his father Henry and his brother Harry, who also served overseas.
It's pretty important to us because, well, Dad passed away quite a few years ago. And my brother, passed away too, after he got discharged, of course. A lot of people have a different idea about a war and returned men and stuff like that, you know. But no, I'm very proud of everybody.
Gail McConaughey and her family also sponsored a banner honoring her father, who served as a communications officer in World War II. A recognition which would mean a lot to her father, who passed away a few years ago at the age of 94.
His first actual posting was in England, and he flew many, many stories out of there and then went into Africa. And that's where he finished up his tour of duty, was in Africa. Dad never talked about the war very much until there was a reunion up in Cold Lake of his squadron, which was the 419 Squadron. And after that, and a bunch of his buddies went back for it. And he opened up a lot about it, and mostly the humorous things, because that's the way he was, but also some of the serious aspects of it. And it was just very interesting to see that side of his life that we didn't know anything about.
Now with 16 banners in place, the Swift Current Museum plans to continue with this legacy project for future years.
The first year was very popular, and this has increased a little bit, and so hopefully next year. I know I have 30 names of Swift Current soldiers who were killed at Vimy Ridge in 1917, and so if I can find, again, like I said, if I can find photographs of them, they'll go up. So at least 30 for next year.
The veterans' banners will be displayed at Memorial Park in Swift Current through Remembrance Day and are part of a nationwide program. Well, this brings to a close another episode of Southwest TV News, reporting the stories that matter to you. We always welcome your news tips. You can always reach us here by phone at our studio or by email to contact us at southwesttvnews.com. Also, be sure to join us daily online for the latest news from across Southwest Saskatchewan and so much more at southwesttvnews.com. And be sure to follow us on a range of social media. Thanks for joining us here today. I'm Carol Andrews.